What's going on YouTube? It's your boy SB. Thanks for tuning back in. We got another episode of SB Toys. Thanks for joining me again today. I don't know what the long pause was for. Kind of awkward. Anyway, if you've been keeping up with my current videos, I've been back. I've mentioned the other one was gone on a little break. So, now I'm back. Anyway, we're going to continue with the theme. Right now, for some of you diehard Power Rangers collectors out there, you know about this Bandai Legacy collection of figures coming out right now. And so people jumping all up on them. Pretty good reason too. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and cover another figure from the Series 2 wave. We have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Blue Ranger in the Legacy Collection Series 2. Now, as you can see, we got it spinning around in the package. Like the other figures from this collection, you got your full enclosure. You can see on the back, the Build-A-Zord. Some little series they got. You see the Rangers in the back that come in the series. You have it spinning around on the other side. Pretty solid packaging. And one thing I did notice, I haven't really pointed out too much. A little minor detail I've noticed, the little lightning strike has a more blue hue to it, I guess to represent the Blue Ranger. So that's a little detail that I may have not mentioned before. So I got the figure out here at the box. As with most of the figures from this line, pretty solid figure, solid build, not too flimsy, joints pretty smooth. Now here at the shoulders here, they are a little tight here on this Blue Ranger. You can hear it clicking as I flex it. And they'll probably loosen up a little more the more I continue to bend that around a little bit. So that's that as far as, building stuff. Nothing too crazy out the ordinary. Accessories, as with these figures of the Legacy Collection, really ain't been too much accessories coming along. Of course, you have to build a figure sword series. So the Blue Ranger, of course, comes with his blue Triceratops leg, which is formed in the Dinozord. So you do have that piece. And then, of course, he comes with his Ranger blaster and holster. So that's it as far as accessories. For those of you that don't know, one of the big things about this figures here, a lot of people like the articulation on them, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now. Let's start at the head. We turn him to his left, full rotation to his right. You can do a full 360 spin. Let's turn him sideways. Nice little downward tilt. Nice range going. Well, got a decent range looking up. Not too much. Get down to his arm here. He extends his arm outward, almost full 90 degree. Going front to back. Full 360 rotation. Bicep swivel here. Double jointed elbow. Has a forearm swivel here where his glove begins. Has his wrist here on the ball. Type of little ball swivel. You can angle his hand down, up and down, and round and round. Let's get to the midsection here. As I mentioned, that shoulder is tight. Midsection does have the ab crunch. It's got a nice little forward range. Going forward, going back, does have a lot more range going back. Hip here, full 360 hip swivel. Get down to his leg. Leg ball jointed swivel here. Does have the thigh swivel as well, but it's real crazy. Let me take that off. It's real crazy to adjust, being that it's right near the ball swivel. So you end up sometimes posing that instead of the actual thigh swivel. Double jointed knee. Down here where the boot begins, he has a swivel here in the shin area. Get to the ankle. You can tilt it down. Tilt it back up, and does have ankle pivoting. All right, so I know I may sound like a broken record to some of you, but let's keep in mind we have new collectors every day, people who may just become knowledgeable of some of these new figures out here. So I always want to keep them fresh and informed and, maybe reiterate some stuff that maybe some of you have already heard. And with this figure here, as some of you who've already seen the other videos, pretty much my same opinion here. Nice size figure as far as the articulation range and stuff. Few gripes, of course. I don't like the placement of the thigh swivel here. It's right near the ball joint. So when you try to pose that, you can sometimes interfere and end up moving that as well. It's a 1-2 combo kind of as far as how you have to go about trying to do that. Also, as mentioned before, some of the little weird sculpting indentions and details here. Looks a little weird. Still not really going to let that go, even though it's not a big deal killer. It is something I do want to point out. And one of the big other important details I always want to point out is as far as here in the centerpiece, where you have his chest pattern from his wardrobe. When you're doing your ab crunch, as you can see, you end up doing a double layer here, and so you want to keep that in mind. Also, when you doing the ab crunch coming down, as you see, you can hide the pattern. So just keep that in mind when you're posing your Ranger. People who have the figure arts version of these figures here, my opinion is, I believe I kind of like those better. So if you do have the Rangers collection with the figure arts line, you really don't need to worry about losing any sleep over trying to run to your store and pick up these. Now, if not, if you're looking to collect these new Ranger figures, which are pretty good, they are solid figures, nice little design, pretty good Ranger figure out in the modern era. So and it is not as expensive, so it is a cheaper alternative. So if that's the case, I would recommend going ahead, picking you up this Ranger here, try to get the rest of them in the series to collect, get the whole Ranger set, and then you have your little collection. So that's my 2 cents about it. If you disagree or agree, leave me a comment in the comment section. With that being said, if you're looking for these figures, I say go to your nearest Walmart's, Toys R Us, Targets, all that jazz. Now, as I mentioned in the other video when I was doing the Black Ranger, still got some of the first series figures out there on the shelves. So these haven't been showing up too much yet, well, especially in my area. But once some of those Series 1 Legacy Collection Power Rangers start clearing up, you should start seeing more of these. So just keep an eye out. Anyway, hopefully this review was helpful. As I mentioned, if you have some things you want to add in, you can leave me a comment. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, other people who may be taking an eye on these figures. Anyway, also if you're on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at SBToys. This is my other main form of social media I'm active at. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the review. Y'all be easy. I'm out.